Tastes so sweet. I'm still here at the Emirates after our historic win. Yeah, that's what it is. Welcome to the player ratings, people. I can't wait to do these ratings. I can't wait. Sonny Lummons, let's start with him in goal. Solid 7, Sonny Lummons. Because Arsenal was so poor, he didn't actually face loads of shots on target. He had the header in the first half he should have saved. It was a good save. He had the Saka one in the second half, down low to his left. That was a good save. He came for corners and crosses. You know, when Arsenal are going to put a lot of pressure on you, he was standing up, being counted for, good punches. I know when Arsenal got the equaliser for 2-2, maybe there was a little bit of a melee there, but I wouldn't put that down to him. That was just everybody on the line and just pure chaos, because you know what Arsenal are on. But Sonny Lummons, finally we got a proper keeper, because I tell you what, that Onana's not coming in and performing like that. And again, what did I say in the predicted 11? There's so many times that we don't get to talk about Sonny Lummons because he just goes under the radar, but he was excellent today. Big up to him. Dalot, I'm going to give Dalot a 7 as well. A lot of guys are going to get a really high score today because they dug in. They absolutely dug in for what turned out to be a very, very good night. Dalot, I'm going to give a 7 because, look, obviously going forward, we knew we weren't going to be, having Dalot marauding forward and going on the overlap and doing a madness. He's going to have to be on it. He's going to have to be switched on. He did well against Trossard, did his job, defended well, resolute. And then in the second half, when we started to get a little bit more of the ball, I think he used it quite well. So it was a very mature performance from Dalot. Harry Maguire, 8. Absolute, at 9. Absolutely brilliant from Harry Maguire, man. He won all of his headers. He was strong in the tackle. Actually, I'll give him an 8. Strong in the tackle, brilliant from him. And since he's come back into the team, he's been a breath of fresh air as well against City and, of course, against Arsenal tonight. Brilliant from him. Lisandro Martinez, I'm going to give him a solid... he was very unlucky. He's unlucky with the own goal. Probably Paul Scholes and Nicky Butt were probably waiting for him to have that type of mistake. He swings with the left and it just hits off his right foot and goes in. It's really, really unlucky. But after that, he was brilliant, stepping in with the ball. He was good with Victor Gyökeres when he came on. He was good for the most part against Jesus. They didn't cause us any problems really whatsoever. They were toothless, Arsenal, and we dealt with them from a defensive point of view with anything they had for us. So I'll give Martinez I'll give him the same as Aguirre. I'm going to give him an 8. I'm going to give him an 8. I don't care. I'm going to give him an 8. Left back Luke Shaw, solid 7 for me. Don't get me wrong, you're not going to get much going forward again, attacking wise in this type of game, but you've got to stay locked in, you've got to stay switched on. And Saka, he didn't really have his best game, did he? He huffed and puffed, but Luke Shaw did a good number on making sure that Saka didn't have a field day. And then when Madueke came on, he just made Luke Shaw's job even easier because he was kicking out for goal kicks. Awful from him too. Don't know what he was playing at. Shocking. So big up Luke Shaw. He gets a 7. Midfield, Casemiro, big game Miro. I'm going to give him an 8. He was colossal today. He was good in the tackle. He was decent on the ball. And just doing the ugly bits, just doing the ugly stuff, ushering the ball out, making sure you're tracking runners. And it wasn't, listen, I'm not saying it was great for large parts. I'm not saying we bopped them off the park in midfield. It wasn't going to be that type of game. But he was excellent, Casemiro. So big him up. He can get an 8. Kobbie Mainoo. I'm giving him a... Fuck it, I'm just giving mad high scores. I don't care. Do you know, I don't even care about the player ratings. I'm not going to do it, honestly. I'm not going to do it without getting giddy and overdoing it. I don't care. Kobbie Mainoo, 8. Don't care. Can't remember all the things he did. He just did what he needed to do. I don't care. We came here and every player did what we needed to do to win this game. So these are madly inflated player ratings and I don't give a crap. So he can get 8. Bruno, actually, in the first half, I was criticising him. He wasn't playing very well. I needed more from him, but I knew he would find a moment. Now, he gets an assist for Dorgu, but, I mean, listen, Dorgu does all the hard work. It's barely an assist, but it's going to go down as an assist. But it was very much a, Bruno, Dorgu, Bruno, Dorgu, Dorgu. That's exactly what it was. That's exactly what it was, and he gets an assist. But Bruno, I'll give a 7. In the second half, he started to come alive, started to settle the game down, started to be calmer on the ball and give us a little bit of control that we were looking for at certain points of the second half. So I liked his performance. Ahmad, I'm going to give Ahmad a solid 7. I would like him to have got more of the ball to go at Nkapie in the second half and the first half, but that's not the way the game panned out. I get that. But he still did his job. You know what I'm saying? He still asked a couple of questions here and there, and he managed to do his job. So big up to Ahmad. On the other side, Patrick Ballon Dorgu. Yeah, Patrick Ballon Dorgu. He was unreal. Yeah, unreal. 10, bro. 10 out of 10 for Ballon Dorgu, bro. They didn't want to listen to us, bro. I told all the Arsenal fans that Ballon Dorgu is coming here, bro. Dorgy Best is coming here, bro. And they didn't want to hear. They didn't want to hear. And then, you know what they say? If you don't hear, you must feel. Yeah? So then they got that top corner. Top bins, bro. Top bins. That's what they had. That's what they had to deal with. Unbelievable from him. He came off with a hamstring injury, and I'm like, boy, I hope that's not too much. I hope he's not going to be out for a long time, because he's just getting into it. He's just starting to do his thing. So he's absolutely really unlucky with that. But what a goal from Patrick Dorgu. And then the physicality that he was showing. He was absolutely excellent. Up front, Brian Mbeumo. Again, had to spend large times without the ball. You know what I mean? Large amounts without the ball. He had to do that. But when he got the gift from Zubimendi, and what did he do? He puts it away. So I'm going to give him an 8 as well, because at the end of the day, when you come to places like this, you're not going to get that many chances, bro. You're not going to get chances galore, and you need to take your opportunity. Whether it's a gift or not, you still have to make sure you score. So big up to him, and he was physical and ran all night. And then to the substitutions, man. Matheus Cunha, 10 as well. Unbelievable. Gets the winning goal, wins fouls. Just like when he came on at Anfield, they couldn't catch him. They couldn't touch him. And this is the difference. Now we've gone and bought Premier League proven quality. These real guys, strong body, can't push me off the ball, bro. You're not getting it. I love it. No flimsy youths anymore in the team. I love that. So big up to him. And what a finish. Like he says on there, he says, effing me. He said, it's fucking me. Me again. Yeah? And this is what I'm saying. He's been in an issue where he's been up and down, but you know that the quality's in there. You know what he can bring. And my God, did he bring it tonight, exactly when we needed it, in almost the last kick of the game. Bottom corner, Raya, no chance at all. So he was absolutely excellent. And you know what? Benjamin Sesko, you got to big him up, because I was thinking this ain't the game for him. And, you know, the way the game went, if the injuries didn't happen and the way the game went, he might not have got on the pitch. He might have been another unused sub. But he was an unused sub against City, comes on, and he wins the first aerial ball. Stands still, chests it down to, I think, Bruno, I think it was. And then we go from there. So he done his job as well. So big up Sesko for his input in a short space of time. I'm going to give him a 7. And I think, how many subs how else did it come on? I can't remember. Was it only Sesko came on and Cunha came on? Ugarte didn't come on. No one else came on. And then Michael Carrick. 10. What Carrick's done in 2 games is unreal. You know, it just makes a mockery of what we were doing before. He's got us organised. He's got us committed. He's got us expressing ourselves at the top end of the pitch. Yes, you know, I'm not saying he's coached those 2 worldies today, but that's individual brilliance. But the way the team is set up, you know, he got a tune out of them at half time, because don't get me wrong, it was 1-1. It was an even game, but I wanted us to show a little bit more character, get on the ball a little bit more, show some confidence, and Michael Carrick got that out of that team. So big him up. Perfect 10 for Michael Carrick. We go to Fulham, or Fulham come to us next week with the confidence absolutely booming through the veins, and I'm going to carry on this victory like all week, Reds. We must do it. Don't let anyone take this thunder. We must do it. Smash a like, let me know what you guys are saying.